Can y'all see that?
Yes.
All right. I don't know what was
Yeah,
going
good.
on before.
Yep, good. Audio's good too. Thanks.
Uh, it went away, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, we see clearly.
So this was the old junction, but this wasn't my. This was something else. I think I helped somebody, but I just need to move this bar out of my way. I'm not at my usual spot where I have more than one screen I work with. Um, so this is how the old one was. It had these flags on it. It had the Constitution at the top, a section of the Constitution at the top of it, and this is basically the structure. So I moved away from this structure. And the reason why I moved away from this structure was some authorities recognize it, some of them don't. And basically, you're just quoting the Constitution here, but not really pointing out specific violations. That, okay, they violated this, but it need to be more pointed in the right direction. Then it had this, oh, we got a non-billion lien thing. So I wanted to get away from that stuff, the $9 billion lien, because in my experience, nobody has been able to enforce that against no one, or even went and tried to sue these people for that. So basically, my idea is just let these people know who you are, and you will seek some type of remedy against them. But how much, and to put an amount on it, you don't need to. Um, long as you're letting them know. So here we go. Let's see. Let's share the screen. That's the cheat sheet. That's the actual. This is it. I did it all under religious protections. And I use the word whereas. What does whereas mean? Um, let's look it up. Like I always say, let's see, because they use that in their executive orders. They use that terminology. Whereas this, and whereas is basically stating facts. All right, so let's share that. Oh, it is especially in legal preambles taken into consideration the fact that. So, these are the facts. At the top, I put Church of Infinite Abundance. I have a church set up. So if you don't have a church set up, you don't do this. You could if you have a trust, you could do this. Or if you set up a church and then you do this, some type of connection. Because basically, please mute your mic too, please, whoever that is. Let me just mute everybody out. Somebody just text me. Let's that is. Um, so if you have a trust, you could do this. What I'm doing is I'm contacting law enforcement on behalf of the church. The church is intervening for me in this matter. Okay. So I have a church set up. It's recorded down at the county level. I'm actually doing a webinar with the group members on Monday, uh, showing them how to do that for the ones who wanted to update their trust. If you're with my premium group and you got the email I sent out last week, if you didn't, let me know. I'll send it back. Some people have already done their trust and they did it the regular way. So if you want to turn it into ecclesiastical trust, it was $100, and I'll help you get your church EIN and make all your trust connect to that. But so I use the scripture John 18:36. My kingdom is not of this world. You want to make sure. Remember, we're foreigners. We're alien to the United States, and you might be in the state of North Carolina or Georgia or whatever. You're still an alien to the United States, because the states right around 1868 going forward. Yolanda just came back. Let's see what's going on. Still. So you want to make sure you put something in there that makes sure you're not a part of their world. Then it says, if my kingdom were of this world, my servants would have been fighting that I might not be delivered over the Jews, but my kingdom is not from this world. All right. Then I put my name in its proper form as executor, and then I dated it. Then I put notice of religious protection and demand for injunctive relief for Barbara Akeem, aka Akeem Barber in Zligas. Then I made certain. Hang on, let me pause here for a second. I'm sorry, y'all. And that static are being sacrificed. And that's, if your stuff's not available, they can't hear. Sometimes you gotta feel your way through the dark, and I struggled all the way up into the minute. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all you guys.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it, the information station changing the nation.
Peace, peace. What's up? Welcome to Inspiration Sundays. It's been a minute. I think I missed last week. Didn't do a whole lot of shows in my mouth there. Didn't do a whole lot of shows this give me a second here. I was cooking and got some stuff on my hat. Didn't check it for how it looked. All right, yeah. I'll be cooking around here. Didn't really check everything, and my camera just let me know. I was out shoveling snow. We had snow the other day. Well, yesterday, and so I was doing all that, shoveling, cooking. Why is my mic sliding up here? Might need to tighten it here. I mean, yeah, it's loose. They got loose. There we go. All right, so it's Inspiration Sundays. Welcome to another episode. I know I haven't been consistent this month or January. Today is February 1st. I've already down one month for this 2026 year. It just shows you, we got 11 months now to go, and that'll go by quick. So if there's anything that you're working on and you feel like you're behind, just get to it. Just start working on it. Just start today. You're never late. Remember, all you have is right now. And the moment the inspiration hits your mind, you need to move in that direction. What happens is we get inspirations, we put it off for maybe watching TV or something else, and then that inspiration is gone. And let me remind you, that inspiration is God speaking to you. That inspiration could also be the next idea that could deliver you from your financial hindrance or your financial struggles. Everybody is inspired to do something at any given time. But we will put it off. We'll get an idea, get inspired, and we'll put it off. And for something that we prioritize, could be just laying in the bed. I don't feel like getting up right now and doing that. How many times have you been in bed and you didn't feel like doing something, but you forced yourself to do it, and then when you did it, you felt better, and you're glad you did? See, sometimes the struggle is not so much outside elements. The struggle we have is inside our mental, our mind. That's the struggle. How we're processing information, how we're taking stuff personal, the other night I was thinking about a whole bunch of stuff, like, negative stuff. Just one after, get one negative thought, it breeds 10 more. Get one demonistic thought, 10 more demons come. And I had to constantly, okay, where are these ideas coming from? Why am I having these ideas? I'm making assumptions. And most of them are coming from assumptions, and the mind just runs with it. But first and foremost, let me give thanks to Almighty God, the mastermind, the master creator, the master architect of all things, for me being able to even do this today. And give thanks to my ancestors before me that helps download the information that I need to be able to speak on these things. I know it's my ancestors who pushed me to look into the roots of my family, and I finally got the roots. I still got other parts of the family to look into, but I know I'm going to find similar information. But back to what I'm saying, everybody is endowed with inspiration, divine inspiration. Everybody. No one is exempt from this. The difference is the people who move in purpose and move in that divine inspiration, and the ones who get it and just push it to the side. We allow distractions, outside distraction, whether physical or mental, to get in the way of our progress. Where you are today, how you are today, is a sum total of all of your consciousness up until that point. Something you believed in. And I know that's a hard pill to swallow, because sometimes it's hard for me to take it. Like, whatever I'm dealing with today is because I made choices mentally. I'm delivering my own experience to myself. Oh, those people you dealing with, the person you with, your mate, your wife, your husband, all those people are just manifestations of your consciousness. Allowing you to see yourself through them. Because they're gonna manifest, they're gonna present to you things. And all they're gonna show you is you. No, they doing their own thing. Well, that's the trick. That's the deception. That they're doing their own thing and you got nothing to do with it. So that's where you get to place blame on them for any trauma or issues that you have. That's a hard one to take. Because once you start taking personal accountability for everything, then all you can do is improve. Because now you recognize where the issues are and where you need to make some changes. Somebody said they can't hear. Hold on. Oh, he said it was him. Oh, okay. Where you need to make changes. I didn't even do a mic check like I normally do. I just ran into it, but it looks like everything's good. It was him. The trick is not recognize the devil in you that's bringing you your issues. And that's true deliverance. That's the title. What's deliverance? What's deliverance? We've been taught in churches that we wait on Jesus, he gonna deliver us. So all we gotta do is sit back and have faith in him. Just sit back, do nothing. Just have faith, and he gonna take care of it all. Now, where that line of thinking falls short is in everything else in your life. You got to do something to accomplish something, meaning you got to you got to get up and go to work in order to earn the paycheck. If you got a business, you got to go and work that business in order to receive a reward of revenue from the business because you're working it. I know in my business, I send out emails, I make contacts, I talk to people, things like that. I have to physically do something. First, let me change that. I have to mentally do something, act on that mental projection of thought, and then I get a reward from that. But somehow in our Christian faith, they said, wait on Christ and he gonna do it. This is what they taught in the church. But let me make a clear distinction. This is what they taught, but that's not what the Bible says. The Bible says faith without works is dead. When Christ came on the scene, he physically did something. He went around, met with people. He found the worst people in society to work with him, which was the 12 apostles to work with him. People who really need some work. Like Simon on the boat, he said, hey, I'm a sinful man. I mean, I don't deserve to be in your presence. But that's who Christ went to. People who knew they needed work, who had took accountability for their actions and knew they had to work on it. He didn't go to the self-righteous because they already had pumped themselves up and presented themselves as people who are of God, and they don't. You come to me because you need something. In this current Christian theology, it's about waiting on God to do something for you, to deliver you. When Christ already said, listen, you will do greater things than I, meaning they had to do something. They had to work towards something to get a deliverance. But what the key is, what is it you need to work on? I need to go to church. Go to church and sit up in the church and listen to the preacher. Do I need to pray? Do I need to fast? What is it I need to do? The key thing is recognizing, then acting on that recognition. Meaning, first thing you need to do is recognize there's work to be done within yourself, not within your partner, not within your children. The work need to be done within yourself, self-reflection. That's the first thing that needs to be done. And honestly, truthfully speaking to yourself, seeing yourself for who you truly are, and then acting accordingly. And then the other question, who am I? Because we call ourselves many things. I'm Akeem. But what is Akeem is a name that was given to me. I didn't even choose that. My parents chose it for me. They designated that name for me to utter to other people that this is my name. But is that me? See, when you start picking all these things apart and realizing that most of your life is dominated or influenced by other people's actions, and you are acting within the realm, within the spectrum of their vision of you. So because you're acting in the spectrum, in the field of their vision of you, what is your true identity? And this is why we walk through life feeling like something is missing. Because there's one thing missing. Let me take a drink on that. The thing that's missing is your true identity, your true nationality, your divine nationality. Who are you? Who am I? There's so many clues in the scriptures as to who you are. And Jesus Christ was the ultimate example of who you are. As he kept saying, believe in me, have faith in me. Me and my Father are one. He said things like this. Then when the disciples were surprised and amazed at all of the works he was doing, he said, no, you'll do greater things. So that means that just like Christ had a special divinity about him, you do. Your true identity is simply you're a divine manifestation of God. You were God sent, just like Christ was God sent. You came through your mother's womb with the identity of divinity. See, and this is where we most people fall short because they don't see themselves like that. The church have called you a sinner. You're a sinner according to their standard. But Jesus Christ came, he said, I'm not here to get the righteous. Not that they were actually righteous. Not that by God's standard they were actually righteous. Yeah, they were righteous according to the rules and regulations of the temple and all of that. But were they really right? Were they really truth of the divine light that God had called them to be? No, by far they wasn't. That's why Christ went to the prostitutes, the tax collectors, the worst of all were people, because he said, why is he sitting with these people? Because see, all the priests and the rabbis, all they could see is the outwardly things, the things that they did wrong or they considered wrong by their law. These are sinners. Why do you sit with these people? No. By God's standards, there wasn't he didn't define them as sinners. I came to get the unrighteous according to your standard. Because to me, they're righteous. Because here's one thing. They took accountability for what they were doing. They knew it. Simon felt his knees. Said, hey, I'm a sinner. You sure you want to hang out with me? Listen. He told the truth. And he called himself a sinner according to societal norms, what the society said was wrong at that time, their laws. But God's law is above all man's laws. Because see, God only wants you to recognize one thing: the truth of you. Who are you? What's your identity? Not what man's identity. See, a man want to identify you through driver's license, passports, and all kinds of stuff like that. But see, there's a divine passport out there that supersedes all others. And I've been trying to teach y'all that. Use that divine passport and you'll get through these doors. You will unlock the doors that most people can't unlock. And some of y'all have witnessed this. Y'all have witnessed the unlocking of these doors by using your divine identity. See, most of the people that want to teach, they want to teach you nationality through some treaty or something. Remember, two people put that together. God didn't put that together. What about the treaty that God set for you? The one in the beginning when he said, have dominion all over here. I'm giving you all of this. I just want you to follow a couple of things. And if you do that, you have the covenant with me and have dominion over things. That was the ultimate covenant that God had given out to man, to have dominion over all things. And the very thing you need to have a dominion over is your own consciousness, because through that, you'll have dominion over all things. Start there. Too many of us are trying to have dominion over all other things but our own consciousness, our own thought process. We try to have dominion over what somebody else is doing. Oh, my woman, she ain't right. She doing this and doing that. And you trying to have dominion over that and control that. No, control yourself. And guess what happens when you control yourself and have dominion over yourself? If that woman is for you, she'll leave you and go somewhere else. I witnessed that firsthand. If she's not for you, if she's for you, she's gonna stay there. If she's not, she's gonna go somewhere else and find comfort somewhere else. That's the let them go. Let them be. They have a right to be wherever they want to be, and you have a right to be where you need to be or want to be. See, we try to have dominion over things because we attach this way, we have this license, we have this marriage, and this and that. And we try to because of these things that man created, we think people are supposed to live by some standard. People are going to live by the standard they see fit for themselves to benefit themselves at the time. That's how most people operate. So stop taking that stuff personal. They living out their experience according to where they want to live it out, and let them live it. And you get, and here's the great thing, you get to choose your experience. Never try to hold on to anything that don't want to stay. Because that could be God calling them to leave so that you can get what you need to have. Let me say it again. Whenever someone wants to leave, let them leave. Do you ever see God trying to stop people from worshiping him? Like they or when they want to leave and go, you don't go chasing them. They'll come back in due time. You don't go chasing. And I'm not saying take back people. What I'm saying is, if you are truly God of your situation, no matter how much, you'll let it go. You will not stress over these things. The only thing you should be worried about is keeping your divine identity. And once you keep your divine identity, you will attract those that are beneficial to your life, spiritually, physically, mentally. Think about that. So I titled it Deliverance, but who are you delivering yourself? You're delivering yourself through first recognizing and being accountable to the thoughts that you're having. Being recognizing your own consciousness and why you are experiencing what you're experiencing today. The very things you are fearing yesterday is showing up in your life today. Now. Remember, we live in a space of now. This is our eternity. We live forever in the space of what is happening right now. All things are happening right now. They're not happening tomorrow. They're not happening yesterday. They are happening now as I speak. So are we infinite beings? Yes, we have infinite moments of now. That never ends. We have a life everlasting of now. And because you have now, that means you could do something now. You could change your mind now. You could change your financial situation now. You can change now. You can't change it tomorrow. That's why when you get those inspirational ideas and you don't move on it, you'll never get an opportunity to do it because you're waiting for tomorrow, which doesn't exist. You must do it now. If the idea hits your head, you need to do it now. Even in other situations, like you may think of somebody you hadn't spoke to in a while. So call them right now. Tomorrow never arrives. Because soon as it so-called arrives, it is right now. See the trick that the devil done played on us? And the devil simply is these negative and oppositional ideas. It's not some thing running around with horns trying to get you. You only thing that's trying to get you is yourself. Your thinking, your way of thinking. That's the thing that you're fighting against daily. All the time. You got a money problem? It's done. Just see it done right now. Just right now, take a moment. Say, I got a money problem. I can't. I'm a little short. Maybe I'm just tired of living day by day. Oh, you gotta decide. I'm not going to accept living day by day right now with just having enough. I'm going to accept in my life right now abundance. And before I close out, just take a moment. Just do some affirmation. Say, right now, right here, I accept all wealth and abundance. Money loves me and is attracted to me. Money flows through me infinitely and abundantly right now. For those of you who have relationship problems, let's do an affirmation on that. Love and good partnership, good wife, husband flows to me right now. My relationship is full of love and prosperity and good communication now. See, we have to call it now. We can't say tomorrow. Now is what you're looking for. That's it. Keep your eyes in this present moment. Because that's all you can work with. Because that's all you have is now. And with that being said, peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to everybody. You guys, I was going to read something, but, Spirit took me somewhere else. Peace, prosperity, extreme wealth to all. And right now, everything's good. You have unlimited wealth. You have unlimited love. You have unlimited good partnerships, husbandship, wifeship. All things, just see right now, all things happening for your benefit. Do you realize that the universe, this world, God designed it so perfectly that you can have everything you want right now? The only reason why you don't have it, see, he gave you one thing, the free will to think as you wish. So your wish is your command. So what you seeing right now is your wish. And with that being said, peace, prosperity, extreme wealth to everyone. And right now, all things are good. And that static are being sacrificed. And that's if your stuff's not available, they can't hear it. Sometimes you got to feel your way through the dark. And I struggled all the way up into the minute. Peace, prosperity, and extreme wealth to all you guys.
This is Hindsight Radio. I represent it, the information station changing the nation.